I think the main point here is that we've attempted to see, of course, a diagnostic kind of an approach, where the issues are, and then try to arrive at what possibly could be the way forward. Just to give you a very quick sort of the dimension that we are looking at, if you look at Shanghai, it handled last year 650 million tons. It handled 26 million TEUs as well. Compared to these mega ports in China, and 7 of them are there in China. We in India are comparatively much smaller, but the number of issues that we seem to have are much greater, as highlighted by Mr. Srinivas Raghavan. Within India, the Chennai port stands fourth. Last year we handled about 570 million tons, of which the Chennai port handled about 61, and the Tamil Nadu ports altogether handled nearly about 100 million tons. Tamil Nadu, as all of you are aware, has about 3 major ports and 22 minor ports, but of these, the 3 major ports at Chennai, Tuticorin and Ennore handle nearly 99% of the total cargo. The minor ports are yet to improve. I think the major issue that we are really talking about here is that, one is that we see that there's been a tremendous growth of export cargo, going up at 8 to 9% CAGR, cumulative annual growth rate, but import growth has grown, but the export growth has been stagnant or virtually declining. I think that's an issue that needs to be considered. The second big problem has been that historically, over the last 50, 60 years, the port has got boxed in. I think this has become a major issue. Surrounding areas, whether it's Royapuram, Thondiarpet, and so on and so forth, have become highly populous, and therefore the way in and out of the port has become a very major issue, as we saw this year. And we also find that the containerized cargo, I think this is another highlight, has increased tremendously, increasing from something like about 11 million TEUs to 29,422, whereas you find that the other cargo has actually declined. This year has been a very eventful year, 2011. It's been turbulent as far as the port is concerned, particularly the Chennai port is concerned. There are a number of events which all of you have been reading, so I shan't bore you with it. But it's starting with, shifting of the cargo, dusty cargo, with the High Court order, across to strikes by trailer owners, across to, actual suspension of all port activities nearly for about 4-5 days, so on and so forth, and then culminating in this surcharge, which Mr. Srinivas Raghavan referred to, which has made the operations extremely uneconomic for the users. There are many major issues facing the Chennai port, but issues outside the port are relating to, the major one relates to road connectivity, and the inside the port again is the entry and exit points, which again, as I said, for historical reasons, we've got now the city, and even gate number 10, which is opened at night now, there are certain issues, because once the metro work starts in Poonamali High Road, gate 10 will also be in the jeopardy, or it may have to be closed down, because the car trucks may not be able to come in through the Poonamali High Road. So there are many such issues. I think let me quickly go through some of these, and the main point here is, I think, by the time many of these projects are done over the next 5 to 7 years, we may find that even these infrastructural facilities that we have are inadequate. In other words, we have to start thinking about additional infrastructures, whether it's an elevated expressway or movement of cargo by barges and so on and so forth. There is also the mega terminal which has been proposed. Now we have problems with even the existing evacuation and bringing in containers. So this again, the 4 million TEU mega terminal will require tremendous infrastructure. So one has to think well in advance whether there is going to be an elevated expressway to the north of the port. This has to be made a part of the entire development program. It's not that the Ennore and Thoothukudi ports do not face challenges. They face their own challenges as well. I think the Ennore port is setting up a container terminal. They have also expressed their issues as far as the connectivity to the national highways are concerned. In another study that we did recently, we found that one of the imperatives for growth, especially of the southern hemisphere, in this side, Tamil Nadu, will be the setting up of LNG terminals. I think this has to be really pushed very fast because all of us know what's happening with the gas pipelines coming from the Godavari basin, the shortage of gas. So this again is another challenge for the Ennore port to push this forward as quickly as possible. There are other issues like, the dedicated car berths and so on, which need to be looked at very quickly. In Thoothukudi, it's an issue of connectivity and the capacity of the port to handle increasing volume of cargo in Thoothukudi. So, I'd just like to conclude by saying that, look, we've got three major ports, Chennai, Ennore and Thoothukudi, and we also have emerging minor ports like Karaikudi and Kattupalli and so on. What is really required is not just isolated plans for each of these ports, but an integrated plan for the entire Tamil Nadu port sector, and which will be bringing in all the stakeholders together, the central government, the Tamil Nadu government, the logistics companies, the users, and so on and so forth. So we need all of them together to deliver a sustainable long-term plan for the state. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Shankar, for presenting the tip of the iceberg. A detailed report would be given by way of CD to all the participants at the end of the program. Thank you. We are very fortunate to have the Mandin Mahinder as the Union Minister of Shipping. He is holding the shipping ministry since 2009. Mr. G.K. Vasan, the Honorable Minister, and his political paramparyam needs no introduction. We would now request the Honorable Minister to release the MCCA study report on the port sector in Tamil Nadu, and may we request Mr. Atulya Mishra, IAS, Chairman Port Trust, to receive the first copy, please. Thank you, Mr. Minister. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May we now request Honorable Minister to deliver the inaugural address. We are eager to hear you, sir. Yeah. Before that, Mr. Mishra would say a few words on the subject.
I have no words. I just wanted to compliment them. Most respected Honorable Minister, my friends at Dais, Honorable Minister was asking me why, of course you have given a list of grievances in concluding section of your talk, Mr. President, which included excess, penal levy, lack of infrastructure, and last but not the least, the trusteeship. So, other three things will be, of course, taken up during the course of time, but Honorable Minister wanted me to announce that whenever there is a vacancy of trusteeship, whenever a trustee, because normally after 2 to 3 years we tend to rotate trustees, the Madras Chambers of Commerce and Industries will certainly get a trustee.
Thank you very much, sir. You have made our day. May we now request the Minister to give the inaugural address.
this trusteeship is not to compromise on the subject which you have stressed now. This is to further press the subject, which is the need of the hour for the port and the maritime industry. சென்னை தொழில் வர்த்தக சபையினரால் நடத்தப்படும் தமிழகத்தில் உள்ள துறைமுகங்களினுடைய வளர்ச்சி பற்றிய கருத்தரங்கத்தை இன்று நான் உங்கள் மத்தியிலே தொடங்கி வைப்பதிலே மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன். தமிழகத்தில் உள்ள பெரிய மற்றும் சிறிய துறைமுகங்களை பற்றிய பல்வேறு விளக்கங்களும் தற்போதைய உள்கட்டமைப்பு வசதிகள் பற்றிய குறிப்புகளும் வெளிநாட்டு வர்த்தகம் பற்றிய விவரங்களும் எதிர்பார்ப்புகளும் தமிழ்நாட்டில் உள்ள துறைமுகங்களுடைய வளர்ச்சியை பற்றிய ஆய்வறிக்கையிலே சிறப்பான முறையிலே இன்றைக்கு வெளியிடப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. இதற்காக சென்னை தொழில் வர்த்தக சபையினருக்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களையும் பாராட்டுக்களையும் நன்றியையும் நான் முதலிலே தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். Chairman Chennai Port Trust Mr. Atulya Mishra, Mr. Mohan Verghese, Chunkat IAS, Vice Chairman and CEO of the Tamil Nadu Maritime Board, Chairman Ennur Port Limited Mr. Velumani, President MCCI Mr. Srinivasa Raghavan, Chairman of Logistic Committee Mr. Krishnan, Vice President Mr. Shivaraman, author of MCCI Port Study Mr. Shankar, General Secretary K. Saraswati, Mr. Acharyalu, Mr. Gandhi Rajan, members of the General Committee of MCCI, Maritime Fraternity, distinguished invitees, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I am happy to be in your midst to inaugurate the seminar on developments of ports in Tamil Nadu. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the Madras Chamber of Commerce and Industry on completion of 175 years of dedicated service to the economic development of the country. The coffee table book of the Chamber, which was released in the month of September when the Chamber celebrated its 175th anniversary, throws light on the pivotal role played by the MCCI in setting up the Chennai port on its early development. It is therefore in fitness of things for the Chamber to think of taking up a study and also to conduct a seminar on the development of ports. With the advent globalization, we live in a borderless world today, and integration with the rest of the world is a natural outcome. In fact, a country's level of integration is measured by its share in international trade. India's share in global trade is around 1.5%, and we are trying to reach a figure of at least 5% by 2020, which I would say is still low comparing to the huge potentials we have. Our efforts therefore have to be to find all possible ways and means to improve our performance, particularly our exports. About 80% of our total exports is carried by sea, out of which 60% is carried through containerized cargo. In that sense, port plays undoubtedly an important role in the economic development. Hence, there can be no two opinions about the need for upgrading our ports, improving their efficiency and making them world class. India is fortunate, I would say, to be bestowed with a lot of natural advantages due to its long coastline spanning 7,517 kilometers. Our country also enjoys a vibrant port sector comprising 12 major ports and 176 non-major ports. Indian ports handle total cargo traffic of around 870 million tons in 2010-11, where the major ports handled 570 million tons. Non-major port handled around 34% of the total cargo at 300 million tons. Kandla, Visakhapatnam, JNPT and Chennai, I would say, handled 48.4% of the major ports cargo in 2010-11. Of the major ports, Chennai port, as mentioned earlier, ranks fourth in terms of volume of cargo handled in 2010-11 with around 12% of the total cargo handled. Container traffic, I would say, has witnessed sizable increase, especially in the recent years across all major ports. Between 2005-06 and 2010-11, container traffic grew at a rate of 13% per annum. The UPA government, under the leadership of Dr. Manmohan Singh and able guidance of Srimati Sonia Gandhi, has been taking several key initiatives to improve infrastructure as a means to achieve economic prosperity. In January this year, my ministry has launched ambitious Maritime Agenda 2020, a 10-year perspective plan for the ports and shipping sector. In the month of January, I'll be very happy to say again that Indian ports achieved the milestone of 1 billion tons of traffic handling capacity. As I already mentioned, the traffic handled in 2010-11 by Indian ports was 870 million tons and is expected to go up to around 2,495 million tons by the year 2020. For the purpose of handling this volume of traffic, we hope to enhance the capacity at our ports to 3,130 million tons by 2020. The proposed investment during the next 10 years to create the expected capacity will be rupees 2.77 lakh crores. The management of non-major ports, I would say, primarily comes under the responsibility of the state governments, where the major ports are under the central administration. Non-major ports have a major role to play in the development of the maritime sector. Today, about 35% of the cargo is handled by the non-major ports. By 2020, it may go up to 50%. In India, Tamil Nadu has the second largest coastline of around 1,076 kilometers, next only to Gujarat. The state has 3 major ports and 22 minor ports. It is the only state in India to have 3 major ports: Chennai, Ennore and Tuticorin. It is heartening that Tamil Nadu boasts of the only corporate port under the union government, with Ennore Port Limited being the first corporate port in our country. I am aware of certain practical issues like the connectivity issue and the congestion issue faced by the Chennai port, which was also earlier mentioned in the speeches given by the President of the MCCI. I understand the difficulties and concerns of the EXIM trades and other port users. In order to solve the problem arising out of these issues, I would